konnichiwa, Jamu desu, and welcome to Hikari Online Class. For today's lesson ay pag-aaralan natin ang Lesson 18 ng ating grammar discussion. Are you ready? Dewa hajimemashou. Okay, so the first topic here is the dictionary form of the verb. Okay, so we will gonna learn a new verb form in this lesson. So let's start from group 1. Okay, so dictionary form, this is called a dictionary form because ito yung lagi mong makikita sa dictionary ng mga verbs. So hindi ka makakakita ng nakamas or nakanay form or nakate form sa verb, but this is the form of the verb that you can see mostly in dictionaries. So it is important also that you know this one because aside from this is the dictionary form, this is the casual form of the verb. Okay? So let's start from group 1. So the rules of group 1 is to omit must, change the E sound to the U sound, just like the E. So E becomes U. For example, our verb here is I must. So I becomes ow. Okay? So you omit must to change I to U. So that means the I must becomes ow. Okay? Next, mochimasu. Mochimasu, you omit must, you change chi to tsu. Okay? So that would be motsu. Motsu. Another, ri. Torimasu. Torimasu, you omit must, you change ri to ru. So that would be toru. Okay, toru. Next, B becomes bu. Yobimasu. Yobimasu becomes yobu. Yobu. Okay, next, mi becomes mu. For example, nomimasu. Min becomes nomu. Nomu. Okay? Next, shini. Shinimasu. Ni becomes nu. So, shinimasu becomes shinu. Shinu. Okay? Next, ki becomes ku. For example, kakimasu becomes kaku. Kakimasu becomes kaku. Next, gi becomes gu. For example, isogimasu. Isogimasu becomes isogu. Isogu. And she becomes su. For the example, hanashimasu becomes hanasu. Okay, now let's read all the words that change into dictionary form. I must becomes ow. Mochimasu, motsu. Torimasu, toru. Yobimasu, yobu. Nomimasu, nomu. Shinimasu, shinu. Kakimasu, kaku. Isogimasu, isogu. Hanashimasu, hanasu. Okay? So, gagawin mo lang siya into U sound. This is the group 2 and group 2 special. So, just simply omit mas and then you add ru. Okay? You omit mo lang si mas and then you add ru. For example, oshemasu. Omit mas, then you add ru. So, becomes osheru. Okay? Oshemasu. Osheru. Next. Next, misemasu. Miseru. Misemasu. Miseru. Special one is mimasu means or becomes miru. And karimasu becomes kariru. Kariru. Okay, again. Oshemasu. Osheru. Misemasu. Miseru. Mimasu. Meru. And karimasu. Kariru. Okay, group 3 is you follow follow the same rules of the, you follow both rules. For example, she must. So, she, omit must, gagawin mong su, and then you add ru. Okay, so that means she must, that would be makes, she must becomes suru. Okay? Kimas becomes kuru. Okay? So you omit must, you change ki to ku, and then you add ru. So that would be kimas becomes kuru. Shigoto shimasu means shigoto suru. Okay, mutte kimasu means mutte kuru. Okay, again, to make the group 3 into dictionary form, you follow both of the rules of group 1 and group 2. So you need to omit mas first. You change she to su, and you add ru. Okay, so that would mean shimasu becomes suru. Kimasu, you omit mas, you change ki to ku. That makes kimasu becomes kuru. Okay? And shigoto shimasu makes shigoto suru. Mutte kimasu becomes mutte kuru. Okay? So, ganyan lang po. I-change natin ang group 1 to 3 into dictionary form. So, noun is the noun-verb dictionary form, kotoga dekimasu. Okay? So, this is our first pattern using the verb dictionary form. Okay? So, either noun or verb dictionary form, kotoga dekimasu. So, dekimasu is the verb which expresses ability or possibility. A noun and verb dictionary form koto before ga indicates the content of ability or possibility. Okay? So, ginagamit ang verbs or sentence pattern na ito if you want to express na kaya mong isang bagay or pwede mong gawin ang isang bagay. Okay? For example, the noun. Okay? So, noun placed before ga are mostly noun which expresses actions such as driving a car, shopping, skiing, dancing, etc. So, nouns such as nihongo, which is associated with the action hanasu, can also be used here. Okay? So, aside from those nouns that expresses action, you can also use nouns such as the language or those nouns associated with speaking or hanasu. Okay, for example, watashi wa nihongo ga dekimasu yo. Watashi wa nihongo ga dekimasu yo. Kaya kong, in Tagalog, sasabihin mo, kaya kong mag-nihongo. Okay? So, kaya kong mag-Japanese. So, that was the sentence mean. Watashi wa nihongo ga dekimasu yo. So, dekimasu is kaya mo. You can do verb. Okay? So, that would be, kung anong kaya mo, yun yung particle ga, nihongo. So, kaya kong mag-Japanese. Next is the verbs. Okay? When a verb is used to describe ability or possibility, koto should be attached to the dictionary form of the verb to make it nominalized phrase, and then ga dekimasu is put after it. So, gagawin mong dictionary form si verb bago mo lagyan siya ng koto, and then you add ga dekimasu. For example, watashi wa nihongo o hanasu koto ga dekimasu yo. Watashi wa nihongo o hanasu koto ga dekimasu yo. So, sinasabi mo dito na kaya kong magsalita ng Japanese. Okay? So, ini-emphasize mo si verb dito na kaya mong magsalita ng Japanese. Okay? So, the last example that we have, it is just a noun that you can do, which is here that you emphasize the verb that you do or that you can do. Okay? Okay, so ganyan lang gagamitin si verb at saka noun ga dekimasu. Okay? So pag noun siya, you just add ga dekimasu. But if it's a verb, you just make it into the dictionary form attach the koto and then add ga dekimasu. Okay? Next sentence pattern is watashi no shumi. Then noun or dictionary form koto desu. So, this sentence pattern expresses the content of hobbies more accurately than the noun alone can do. Okay, so shumi is actually hobby. So this is to express your hobbies, which either it is a noun or a verb. For example, my hobby is to take picture. Watashi no shumi wa shashin o turu koto desu. Watashi no shumi wa shashin o turu koto desu. Okay? So, ginagawa or ginagamit natin ang sentence pattern na ito to emphasize more accurately kung ano yung mga hobbies na gusto natin gawin. For example, here, if you will just gonna say, watashi no shumi wa shashin desu. Okay? So, you just not specific kung ano yung hobby mo sa picture. Okay? It's either you are collecting picture, you are taking picture, or etc. So, we must be very specific or we must be very accurate if we express this in this pattern. Okay? So, you express that shashi no turu koto desu. Kumukuha ng litrato. Okay? So, yun yung hobby mo. Okay, next is, another example. Mako-san no shumi wa nan desu ka? Mako-san no shumi wa nan desu ka? Okay, so, tinatanong niya si Mako-san kung ano yung hobby niya. Then, Mako-san answer, shumi wa gita o hiku koto desu. Shumi wa gita o hiku koto desu. Okay, so, Mark-san's hobbies is to play the guitar. Okay, hiku is to play the guitar. Okay, yan yung verb natin to play a string instrument. Hiku. Okay, so, ganyan lang po gagamitin si shumi, then verb or either noun, then koto. This pattern is the verb dictionary form maini, verb to, or noun no maini, verb to, or quantifier period maini, verb to. Okay, so let's start from verb dictionary form maini, verb to. When you use verb, this sentence pattern indicates that the action of verb to occurs before the action of verb 1 takes place. So, before mo ginawa si verb 1, ginawa mo na si verb 2. So, even when the tense of verb 2 is in the past tense or the future tense, verb 1 is always in the dictionary form. So, when you're using the sentence pattern, verb 1 is always in the dictionary form. Either the verb 2 is in the past tense or in the future tense. Okay? So, kahit anong tense ng verb 2 natin, verb 1 is always in the dictionary form. Just like the example here. I eat breakfast before going to the company every day. I eat breakfast before going to the company every day. Every day is mainichi. Okay? So, mainichi, kaisha e iku mai ni, before going to the company, I eat breakfast. Asa gohan o tabemasu. Again, mainichi, kaisha e iku mai ni, asa gohan o tabemasu. Okay? So, before mo ginawa si kaisha e iku or going to the company, kumakain ka muna ng breakfast. Okay? So, since it is everyday and it is habitual action, kaya siya naka-mas form. Okay? Another. When you use noun, no maini, verb 2. So, when maini comes after noun, the particle no is put between the noun and maini. Okay? So, nilalagay si particle no between sa noun and ni, my, ni. So, noun before is my, ni are noun which expresses action or nouns which imply actions. So, ito yung mga noun na nagde-denote ng mga action. For example, shokuji no mai ni te o araimasu. Okay? Shokuji no mai ni te o araimasu. So, shokuji is meal. So, before having a meal, te o araimasu. I wash my hands. Okay? Shokuji no mai ni te o araimasu. That means I wash my hands before having meal. Okay? Next, the quantifier. So when my ni comes after a quantifier or a period of time, the particle no is not necessary. Okay? Kung isa namang quantifier or kung isa namang period of time, so the particle no is hindi na kailangan. For example, Mr. Tanaka went out an hour ago. Mr. Tanaka went out an hour ago. Tanaka-san wa 1時間前に出かけました。Tanaka-san wa 1時間前に出かけました。Tanaka-san went out an hour ago. So, lumabas na si Tanaka nung mga isang oras na nakalipas. So, ganun. Yun gagamitin si quantifier or period of time. Okay? Next is the naka-naka. When naka-naka accompanied by a negative expression, it means not easily or not as expected. Hindi gaano or hindi masyado. For example, この時間になかなかバスが来ません。この時間になかなかバスが来ません。So this means that sa mga oras na to, hindi gaano dumadating yung bus. Okay? Hindi gaano. Okay, sa ganyan mo lang gagamitin si naka-naka when it accompanied to a negative expression. Okay? And that's the end for our lesson 18. So I hope you learned something again for today's lesson, minasan, and keep practicing, keep memorizing the rules of the different form, especially the dictionary form that we discussed today. So see you again next time, and goodbye.